Planet of the Fakes 4 Families. And Pig. Star. HH. News. For educational purposes. Facebook opinions of the black family that think the city of Crockett is an American place when it is not. It is a foreign company and these police are its foreign corporate agents. I blame the media for perpetuating this narrative that cops are out to hurt people. Just follow the rules and you won't have any problems. First of all, she's not even trying to calm her children. Why can't people just oblige the officer? It is not the officer's responsibility to determine guilt. It is up to the court. The father could have received a simple speeding ticket and gone to court to fight it. Instead, he has upset his entire family and taught his kids to have no respect for the law. Depending on where you live, you don't have to step out of the car unless the cop has a warrant. Also, my brother had guns drawn on him by cops when my little nieces and nephews were in the car. He was complying with everything. Cop had his license and insurance and everything. So, complying doesn't matter. If a cop already thinks you're guilty. Edit. Wow, I got so many comments. I don't even care if you agree, disagree with what I'm saying. I'm just surprised at the amount of people who read my post. This is great. How many of y'all have stepped out of the car for speeding? It usually goes something like, license and registration, I clocked you doing a 47 and a 40. They run your stuff and bring you back a ticket, tell you to slow down or mention you have a ticket or something more. What protocol was used here, must be something they created in this county. Not taking a ticket or arguing over one is not an arresting offense. These officers are too sensitive and their feelings must be hurt, they seem to think no matter what everyone is supposed to cow down and submit. Why they can't just write the ticket and move on, no that too much longer me right. This is their ploy at fishing and escalating minor traffic infractions. I have never stepped out of my car for a ticket. Why was that even necessary? I didn't even have to show my insurance. Just my license and got my ticket. In this day and time you step out of the car you might get shot, we as black people need to take a driver's ed instructor class. And when pulled over show the officers we know our rights so don't make up things, SMH. And the police not even trying to console the child crying. God have mercy in Jesus' name, this is total bullshit. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. There is no reason whatsoever for anyone to be treated like that. These officers were looking to find any reason so they created a reason. Just shut up and comply. Why does everyone want to argue with the cops? Exclamation mark. Wrong or right, shut up and do what they say, worry about fighting them, if they're in the wrong, later in court. Stop arguing and do what they tell you to do. I know it was hard to stay calm while your husband was being questioned by the and your door was being held so you could not get out of the car while your child watched as all of this went on with their parents. Officers, what about the kids? As far as I'm concerned, the man was complying. He was calm, and there was no reason that he had to have his window down any further. But when the cops had to force him out of the car, he got out willingly. Now from there I have no clue why they are arresting him. If he has insurance and a valid driver's license, just give him the damn speeding ticket. Every flippin' time you pull someone over and all their papers are in order. Give them the ticket and let them be on their way, for God's sakes. There is no need for him to get out of the car unless he has an outstanding warrant. And I didn't hear you say nothing about that. Jesus, just be fair. These people were the ones that caused this whole situation. Them poor kids, they thought nothing about those kids. The mom didn't even care. All she thought about was videotaping this incident they caused. So crazy. It's the law, you must comply when the cops ask you to. That simple. Okay, for all of you on here saying he should have stepped out of the car. Why? He asked for license, registration, and insurance and he complied. This is a traffic stop. Why in the hell does he need to step out of the car? Most of you commenting probably are not profiled, and with that being said, shut the up. Always comply, as hard as it might be sometimes. It is best because if you don't it will make the situation much worse. Even though some people comply and still get mistreated. This is an ongoing battle, unfortunately. I am confused. He is being charged with resisting arrest, but never said what crime he committed in the first place to be arrested. What was the reason for getting him out of the car? From what I saw, there was no reason to get him out. No stated probable cause. Internal Affairs needs to look at this one. To all the blind white folks, why are you even commenting this is a black thing? We will not continue as a race to bow down to this type of shenanigans. Y'all see the wrong in this. White folks refuse to comply all the time and don't die. This family stood their ground and chose to stay safe. What's wrong with that? I don't think you can really make a person get out of their property when they are complying and getting you the info. There should be no words between that man and the cop. Hand him license and insurance if they even need that. Now go back to car, run his shit, write your ticket and return his shit after he signs and go on your way. Lawyer up. 1 for the injuries to her legs to be slammed in the door. 2. Excessive force. This was uncalled for, and until people start understanding the law, the police, counties and states will continue to pay out. These are wimps that got bullied in school that need to shoot up on testosterone and to make themselves feel big. Apparently they were not too worried about their children, or he would have gotten out of the car to find out what else you wanted to talk to him about. Screaming upset the children as well. All he had to do is get out the car and talk to them. Mother of the year, not one word to either of the children to calm them down. And again, another video only showing the part they want you to see. They told her to stay in the car and she tried to get out. Her fault for escalating the situation by screaming her head off. Do sick of this shit. All what I saw was very unprofessional and unnecessary. This is why it is all of places I don't travel to or through. Especially in the southern regions of the states. Sad that some things will never change but be covered up by uniforms and attorney. Just bad policing at its finest. Clearly they scared. That's it, that's all. This FCKD up world we living in, and the way shit going these days, I wouldn't step out either. I've been pulled over many a times and never had to step out. All certain officers need is a little piece of reason to kill. Too bad he had to put on a good show for everyone with his camera instead of just doing what the police told him to do. You got her screaming, you got the baby screaming, no common sense at all. They both acted like fools. Play that game, everyone is going to play that game, he deserves whatever happens to him, she can get a ride home from her daddy when he gets there. What a bunch of fools, all that is uncalled for. Take out your license and insurance, give it to the police, let them do what they always do, run your shit. Now if you don't have warrant then you're good, if you were speeding then you will get a ticket, but if you have a warrant then your ass goes to jail. No need to cause all that damn drama, making that baby cry like that and making your father worry. It's okay to be recording but no need for all that bullshit, that's why shit be always happening. It starts with immediately talking shit to the police officer, then resisting, then bam, something bad happens, it never fails. Natalie Lamprose, true or no true, please stop the drama. We are all fighting the wrong people, we need to be fighting the politicians and the people running this country that want to vaccinate us with a harmful vaccine. This is the distraction only to throw us off the real people that need watched. I could never understand the narrative, please just comply. Please do what they say and then go to court and deal with it there. How can we sit by and let any rights we do have to just be thrown out the door? If this gentleman did something wrong, cool. What if, just by circumstance, the police were in the wrong? What if someone was hurting your wife? What if you knew without a shadow of a doubt your human rights are being violated? How can we just comply? So, basically I must act like a well-trained dog, animal and do as they say. To later be proven guilty because well you complied. Complying is bullshit. Treat the next person like humans. This video isn't showing everything so I can't be outraged but the arrest. I can assume that gentleman felt like his rights were violated and wanted an answer to why he is being pulled out the car. We can't even get that decency. Just comply, they say. Shut up and let the officer talk to like shit. It's not this video but black men and women are disposable and aren't worth shit.